I was a straight A student in high school who was also involved in extracurricular activities, but after more than 3 years since my high school graduation and reflecting on my journey, I realized that I could have made more of my high school years. So in this video, I'm going to give you some advice to help you make the most of these years. First, prioritize your health. Have a sleep schedule. Find out how many hours of sleep you need and try to sleep and wake up at the same time every day. Don't sacrifice your sleep because this will negatively affect your mental health, focus, and energy levels. And don't oversleep. I encourage you to try waking up early to study instead of pulling all-nighters. About a year ago, when I had a lot of content to study for the semester, I woke up at 4 a.m. every day to study with my friends on a call. And to my surprise, I found that I accomplished more in just 2 hours than I had previously achieved in 3 to 4 hours of studying after school. Maintain your hygiene. Take a shower every day, take care of your skin and hair, use a moisturizer, apply sunscreen when you leave the house, always wear clean and iron clothes. Stay hydrated. Water makes up 60% of our body and drinking water has many benefits. Keep a water bottle beside you and try flavoring your water. Eat nutritious food. Include protein, veggies and fruits in your diet. Cut down junk food and processed food to a minimum and do it gradually. Exercise every day. If you can't, walking is good enough. Don't skip your PE classes unless you have a valid reason. Maintain a good posture to spare your older self lower back pain. And lastly, don't neglect yourself. I learned this the hard way. If you constantly feel tired or unwell, seek help from professionals. If you get sick, be lenient on yourself and rest well. Don't think a lot about not keeping up with your classmates. When you get better, you'll be able to achieve more. Next, some study tips. Make sure you understand what you're reading. Don't rush when trying to understand and start memorizing everything immediately. First, read the learning objectives and skim the topic or the chapter. Then read the whole topic and understand it well. Watch videos or ask others when you don't understand something. Only highlight important points. Don't highlight the whole textbook. For those of you who like writing notes, don't make notes for everything and copy-paste from the textbook. I made this mistake in A-level biology. I wasted so much time writing notes, rereading them, and telling myself that the information was sticking in my head. So if the chapter is lengthy, write 1 page of notes for each subtopic and avoid making the page overcrowded. You can use simple diagrams, flowcharts, and tables to make the page look less crowded. It's best when you write notes on your own without looking at the textbook and then checking the textbook to see if you missed anything. Don't worry about making your notes aesthetic because it will waste your time. A good memorization technique is to write questions from your source of study, whether it's a textbook or a bunch of notes, and try to answer these questions on your own. After answering these questions, recheck the source. Studying with a serious group of people can also help a lot as you explain the information to each other and correct each other in the process. Solve a lot of practice questions and past papers. Don't ignore your mistakes and ask for help if you don't understand what went wrong. In 9th grade, I went from a D in the first term to an A star in physics because I solved lots of questions and did not rely only on studying from the textbook. When I didn't understand something, I watched YouTube videos explaining the topic and asked people to help me. Cutting down your study time will make more room for other things that are important to you. In 9th grade, I started a card business and made a few sales, but I stopped because I got so occupied with my studies from 10th grade onwards. Looking back, I wish I had continued my business and made at least a card every 1 to 2 weeks because it would have turned into something incredible by 12th grade. Never cram. Study consistently to spare yourself from the stress during exam season. Plan when you're going to study and when you're going to relax. If your schedule is so busy on school days and you have lots to study, allocate 1 day per week for rest. You can do your hobbies, go out with family and friends, or just chill at home. After working so hard for 6 days, you generally deserve a break. I used to underestimate the importance of breaks, thinking I was wasting my time, but I was letting myself get burned out later. Remember, taking regular breaks is productive. Next, some general advice, and I believe that this is the most important part of the video. Logic over emotions, because thinking critically and objectively will increase your chance of making the right decision. It's okay to take time to decide something. You don't have to rush. List the pros and cons of doing that thing, and if you can try it out, then do it. For example, when I started my A-levels, I chose the subjects quickly and attended their classes only, rather than attending all the classes for at least a week and deciding after that. I was so scared to take more than 3 subjects because I thought I couldn't handle it, but in reality, I would be able to handle it with more hard work teamwork, studying smart, and time management skills. It was not impossible after all. I'm not saying you have to neglect your needs and be inconsiderate to your capabilities, but you shouldn't let fear take over you because you miss out on so many things because of fear. Don't let peer pressure get in the way. Let's say, for example, your friends are taking a certain subject and you're aspiring for a career that is not related to that subject. You shouldn't be taking it for the sake of being with your friends in the same class, and shouldn't drop a subject because your friends are not taking it. This applies to everything, but I'm just using subjects as an example. Say no to bad things and don't feel bad about it. You'll thank yourself later. Think before you speak. Combat the urge to respond immediately, because sometimes not saying anything is the best response and you don't want to regret something you said later. Realize that past mistakes are valuable learning experiences, so there is no need to be too hard on yourself. Instead, reflect on what happened and use the knowledge gained to help guide future decisions. By doing this, you can turn those mistakes into opportunities for growth and self-improvement. Be kind to people. Everyone is dealing with something in their lives and everyone is trying to secretly heal from something. Be polite and respect yourself and others. Be nice to your teachers and the rest of the school staff and don't raise your voice at them. By simply respecting them, they will be more than happy to help you if you need something. When you come to school, say good morning to people and ask how they're doing. Be grateful for what you have and acknowledge what you're grateful for every day. Even a cup of cold, clean water is a blessing. Be okay with people not liking you because you're not going to school for them. You're going for your education and future. Set boundaries. Don't be clingy to people and realize that your friends this year might be in another friend group next year. It's normal. People change rapidly during high school. Don't get involved in drama, gossip, and fights. If someone spills the tea, don't pass it on. If someone treats you badly, stand up for yourself and show them that it's unacceptable to mess with you. And if you see someone getting bullied, interfere and put a stop to it. No one deserves to be bullied, and if we don't help each other, then who will? If you want to start a business or you want to start a YouTube channel, go ahead and start with it. I won't tell you people don't care, but they don't care about you so much to the extent that you stop chasing what you want. Everyone is concerned with their problems, families, studies. As long as you're doing a good thing, don't let people's opinions get the best of you. Not every person's opinion matters, and no one knows everything about you, so their judgment shouldn't concern you. What people think of you doesn't define you, and you should realize that their opinions are a reflection of themselves most of the time. What you think of yourself is the most important thing, and how you present yourself. Train yourself to be focused, be present at the moment, whether you're in class, studying, or doing a fun activity. When you're resting, it's better to stay away from screens. Get a planner and write all the important dates like exams, events, and assignment due dates. Prepare everything the night before. Don't do it in the morning before you leave for school. Be the leader of your life. It's important to remember that school is a part of your life, but it shouldn't be the only thing that defines you. Don't let your life revolve only around school. Take charge of your life and prioritize self-care as well as other things that are important to you. Instead of putting off the things you genuinely want to do until after high school, schedule your work around them. Remember, school is just one aspect of your life and it's essential to maintain a healthy balance. Finally, about universities and career. Explore different interests and don't limit yourself to one thing. Join clubs, do online courses, watch videos on YouTube, join internship programs if you can, and reach out to people who are pursuing the thing that you want. Realize that you can't figure out everything on your own and you don't always have enough time to do it. You are the only one who's responsible for creating opportunities for yourself. Try out different extracurricular activities. Yes, joining clubs and being active in your community benefits you in college applications, but don't focus only on that. Focus on the skills you're going to acquire, like communication, teamwork, time management skills, and much more. Start searching for universities and scholarships early on. I recommend starting 1 to 2 years before graduation because you might be required to learn a certain language, take certain subjects, take a specific number of subjects, write an external exam, write an admission test, etc. Read student reviews about your university. Remember that you want to do well in academics whilst having good mental health. With that, we come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned a lot from it. Thank you for watching and see you at the next one.